More than 85% of the world's 1.2 billion youth live in developing countries where meaningful employment and entrepreneurial opportunities are really limited. And they're often living in countries where the economic growth from agriculture is not yet fully tapped.
We're talking about 500 million young people between the ages of 15 to 24 in Africa south of the Sahara, in South Asia, in Central Asia. They're moving into the labor force and they're questioning what are our opportunities, where should we work. Many of the places that have very large numbers of these young people are very dependent on agriculture. If this issue is not addressed, if it's not properly understood, properly addressed, this is something that is going to have global repercussions.
So as you know, Africa is a changing continent. There's a rapid population growth, there's a rapid urbanization, and the large percentage of the population are people under the age of 30. So when we started this work, many young people are moving from the rural areas to the urban centers in search of employment opportunities. So we found that there were a lot of young women that were really interested in the job. So the factory employs about 15 such young women and young men from the neighboring communities. So this was from 0 employment for them to 15 full-time jobs for them. I think that was really awesome. Their income will contribute somehow to the food basket in the family, to healthcare access, to education. So that's one important thing that this work, I think, contributed to poverty alleviation.
Most of agriculture products starts with good seeds. So if we start bringing good seeds in the system and we create a proper seed system, we are at the base. With that, now we link to a youth agripreneur program. We have set up an IATA. Through those, we start creating a new group of farmers. We call them mechanized agripreneurs. And the objective of the business incubation platforms are quite clear. We have to take technologies and products coming from IATA, upscale them and commercialize them. We need to do, simply said, we need to disseminate them, we need to create jobs. And as we are not related to any project, we must do this in a sustainable way, that all our costs are covered. The impact for the farmers is that they, even when there is no project left anymore, so when the project funding stops, the system is in place so they always can have access to the technology or the product. And that's very important because that makes it sustainable.
How can the evolution of land markets, land tenure, and the approach to natural resource management widen, open up, and make space for young people as opposed to crowding them out? Within the PIM program, we have built in a capacity to look at and to work with national partners and development agencies to evaluate these questions of youth employment, the role of agriculture, and what can we contribute. The reason that we're focusing in on this issue is because we feel it's incredibly important. It is not being well understood by the agricultural development community at this point, and we have something to offer in terms of new perspectives and very good analytical tools to help us get a different perspective on it.